All right, welcome to episode 2 of our identity series. It's a 3-part series that we're just going to cover 3 identity statements. So in episode 1, we talked about the importance of identity and how having the right identity statements can literally change our lives, okay? We talked about like how moms and dads literally do heroic things, have these amazing feats of strength, and do very, very extraordinary things when they have the right identity statement. So we talked about in last episode, the identity statement is I am someone who shows up. So where do you want to show up to? You want to show up in business? Great. Then you show up every day, even if you're sick, maybe you do 1 sales call and then that's it. If you want to be someone that's leveling up their health, their fitness, you show up to the gym on scheduled workout day no matter what. Even if your legs broke, whatever, you drive into the parking lot, hobble in, and then hobble out. You are basically creating the evidence for your brain. When you do that, your brain will filter out other things that are not on point with the direction that you're going. So your identity is going to put you in, your identity statement is going to put you in a certain direction. So today we're going to dive into the second identity statement. But what a lot of people do is they make their identity statements. We talked a little bit about this in the last episode, and they pigeonhole themselves. So instead of saying, or what they'll say is, I want to lose weight. Okay, so what is the brain focusing on there? The brain is focusing on weight that we don't want, so something negative. So that's where it's focused on. Then where is it going to turn its focus? It's going to turn its focus on, hey, the yummy cookies that we eat that are the cause of this weight, the overabundance of calories that are the cause of this weight. It's going to focus on a lot of things that are not solution-based. So in other words, it's focusing on the problem and not the solution. So if we were to flip that, instead of saying, I want to lose weight, or I am someone who wants to lose weight, we say, I am a healthy person, all right? Now, the brain completely flips the script, and it's saying, okay, well, I need to create evidence that you are a healthy person. Great. What would a healthy person do? You know, you've heard of like, what would Jesus do? Think of what would a healthy person do? So maybe you think of some success behaviors of healthy people, and it's they eat green leafy vegetables, or they track their food. That's actually a scientifically proven success behavior for someone who wants to be healthy or lose weight. So maybe it's just those 2 things. So now your brain, your reticular activating system is focusing on, okay, I know what I'm putting in my body. I'm going to log my food. Okay, good, bad, and different. I'm going to write it down because that is the success behavior of a healthy person, and I'm identifying as I am a healthy person. The second is, okay, healthy people eat vegetables, all right? So now your reticular activating system, when it looks at a menu, it's going to zero in, hey, there's vegetables over here, and it's going to order more vegetables. Over time, that's going to have a compounding effect as you create more and more evidence of being a healthy person. Now here's the great part. The job of our reticular activating system is not just to focus on our identity behaviors, but it's also the job to filter things that don't fit into that identity out. So you're not going to see the pizzas and the foods, you know, the cookies. You're not going to see them as much, not because they don't exist, but because your RAC is filtering them out. It's focused over here on the vegetables. And they've done, neuroscientists have done many studies where they'll have people look at computer screens. If you ever want to, you can go to Brain Games on Netflix, but they'll have you look at a screen and they'll say, focus on the number. You're focusing on a number, and literally a unicorn will go across the screen and you won't see it. And it's like, you got to be kidding. Then they have you rewatch it and they say, all right, now look at big picture. And there's literally a unicorn happened right in front of your eyes. But because your reticular activating system is focusing on what they're saying, you filter it completely out. Your brain does not register it. So when you say, I am a healthy person, it is gathering evidence to support that identity and filtering the other things out. And that is so powerful. So stop saying things like, hey, I want to lose weight, or whatever, or derivatives of that, or I can't eat this, okay? Now your brain is gonna focus on what it can't do instead of what it can do, or I just can't eat 1 cookie. That's an identity statement that I would make a lot, and it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. It becomes true. So then when I am presented with cookies, I eat like 7, okay? Where instead it's I can choose to eat or not eat whatever I like, or I am a healthy person. And a healthy person might only have 2 cookies or whatnot. So that is your second identity statement. The first one is I am someone who shows up. Again, you can apply that to anywhere in life. The second is I am a healthy person. All right. Tomorrow we're going to talk about our next episode. Episode 3, we're going to talk about the final one, which I'm actually the most excited about, this final identity statement. So definitely tune in and we will get that out to you. And please share this with anyone that you think could benefit from it. Maybe you know some people that they're saying the wrong identity statements and their brain is now focusing on the wrong things inadvertently, instead of them pursuing more of a growth-driven lifestyle.